Okay, so Ktunaxa. Today I want to show you how to download and install the Ktunaxa Font onto your laptop or computer. We're going to go through 5 steps. We're going to locate the font online. We're going to download the font, and then we will install the font. Finally, we will switch to keyboards so that we're able to use the font. The 5th step may or may not be needed, and that is going to be the zip file. You might need a software to see a zipped folder. So we are going to start by opening Google Chrome or an internet browser, and please type language geek and Ktunaxa, and that'll bring you to the languagegeek.com website. It's a really good resource if you're interested in fonts. This particular website has a number of fonts. It's got descriptions of fonts, many different languages, indigenous languages, and then corresponding keyboards. It talks about typographies, orthographies, and all that kind of stuff. So very interesting. We can even learn more about on the About Me page. Here we've got the Ktunaxa keyboard layouts are available, and that's the link we're going to click on. Here, as I said, there's a lot of information and data that is really interesting to read, to know why different fonts work with across platforms, whereas some of the older ones only worked on specific computers. So we're going to now go down to the keyboard maps and keyboards. This one here, the BC Interior, the Interior Salish and Kootenai families. So we can click on that one, and it brings us here. And this page here, we have the Apple download area and the Windows download area. So if you're using a Mac, this will work for you as well. There's also some instructions. You may need these instructions if you're using a different operating system, Windows 7 or Windows Vista, or in this case I'm using Windows 10. I'm also going to download this key map. This is how the keyboard is mapped out for the font. And I want to save this link as, Ktunaxa Xanka, that looks good. We'll save it into my downloads folder. So let's go ahead and click on the Windows download here. As you can see, down on the bottom of my screen here is that zip folder. So it downloaded from the website a zip folder. The zip maintains its file structure. In that zip folder, I've got a number of different folders. The first 3 are the Ktunaxa language. One is for the Xanka, which is our southern neighbors in Montana. Their glottal stops are a little bit different from us up here, and so that's why there's a separate folder for those. There's also the number keys. If you want to use the number keys to replace your fonts, I wouldn't recommend that one, just because then you aren't able to use those numbers when you're typing a letter. I use the numbers more than the other. And then we've got the punctuation keys. If you double click on that punctuation keys, it opens up the folder here so that we're able to double click on setup.exe. Go ahead and double click, and it'll install the font on your computer. Mine, I've already got it installed, so it brings me here, and I just gotta cancel out of here and close all that. So what we've just done is we located the font, we downloaded the font, and then we installed the font. The 4th step now is to switch the keyboard so that you're able to use it. Right now your computer, it understands the keyboard as it was programmed, as it was developed. But we're going to open a word processor and a blank document, and we can show you what I mean. If I type in the tilde key, I get those little characters. If I type in the closed bracket or the open bracket key, I get those. Same as the apostrophe key, and same as the / keys. That folder that we downloaded earlier, this PDF document, this is for the number keys, and we'll go to the next page, which is the punctuation keys, which is what we downloaded, which is what we installed, if you're following along. So this one shows you the tilde is going to be the glottal stop. The closed bracket, or the open bracket, is going to be the cent sign. The colon is a raised dot. It extends your vowels. The character here, if you type in a letter and then this key here, then that becomes a hard letter. So that's how you get your hard K or your hard Q. You type K and you type this one, and that would make that K hard. We've also got our barred L right here. Okay? So it's not happening in this. Why not? Well, we have to install the keyboard. Let's go down into the bottom right hand corner where it says ENG. This is our keyboard, and as you can just see, there's ways of changing that, but we're going to click on that one, and here we've got the English Canada Ktunaxa punctuation keys. So those were, we'll click on that one. So now we've installed the font, and we've directed that, we mapped it out with this new keyboard. So now type in that same tilde and we get glottal stops. Now where was that PDF document? If I want the cent sign, I want to click on that open bracket. So the open bracket gives me the cent sign, and then the apostrophe is going to be the hard character. So if I want to go K, that's a K. If I type on the apostrophe now, it becomes a hard K. Same as Q's. K's and Q's are always tough, so I'll make sure to put those in there. But there's also a hard P, and there's also, oh, I can't even think right now, bunch of hard letters. And then the /, as we can see on this layout, the keyboard, or the / is the barred L. So we can go over here and type in the barred L with that /. So what we just did now is we located the font. That was at languagegeek.com. We downloaded the Ktunaxa Font. That was the BC Interior font. We installed Ktunaxa Punctuation. That was the setup.exe. And then we switched keyboards down here with this ENG little on the toolbar. All right.